introduce the team who has won the WOW award for this month at JMR. The technical upgrade project for one of the leading bank in Mumbai has got a lot of applause and client appreciation. And I will now hand over to Mr. Jayant, who has been the project manager, and he will briefly give us an overview of the projects and how this continued thing has led to success, including the team's support. Okay, over to you, Jayant. You can introduce yourself.
Hi everyone. Very good morning. So myself Jayant, who is a project manager for this technical upgrade project. First of all, I would like to thank my team and congratulate my team for supporting their extended support throughout the project. And also, I would like to thank JMR and leadership team for providing us this opportunity to work on this technical upgrade project. So let me brief you about this project. Okay. So this project was first of its kind in JMR to upgrade the technical stack, basically mainly the database and WebLogic for this FlexCube version, and also which was deployed earlier on the Windows server, and we need to migrate it to a new server hosted on a Linux machine. Okay. So the Oracle technological components were mainly the database server and WebLogic application server. And actually, which we had got this project where they were actually looking for an upgraded WebLogic and database, and also we need to do a qualification testing for the FlexCube. So the whole upgrade exercise was actually divided into the two phases. One is in the first phase, we'll get the application components and deploy them in our JMR environment to carry out the qualification testing on the upgraded WebLogic and database. And post this qualification testing, we will deploy all our applications into the bank environment. In the next phase, the technological upgrade will be carried out in 3 environments at the bank premises, which, mainly on UAT, production, and the DR. So this was the overall brief overview of this project. Okay.
So can you just let me know how long this whole project has taken to go live? The total timeline?
The total time taken was almost a year. Yes, it was almost a year to complete this project because we faced so many challenges during the course of our project.
Can you enlighten me with few of the challenges, both project-wise and team-wise as well? We all are working remotely, so I understand that we face a lot of coordination problems, right? So how I mean, we dealt with it as a company, and how team support has been very instrumental in putting everything together.
Okay. So we faced initially we faced so many challenges. The main thing is like especially the compatibility issues at the application level, and also we faced the compatibility issues at the OS level because as the target servers has to be hosted on a Linux machine. So when we started this project initially, the base sources were not available. So being an older version, even it was not available in the Oracle e-delivery portal for download. So for this, how we proposed the following approach was like JMR would decompile an EAR file and retrieve the latest Java files and attempt to resolve the issues by making the code compatibility. It's kind of like a reverse engineering we did, and it was like an iterative based approach. As many times we face the issues, we need to fix it then and there itself. In the there was like so many files which we need to see, and whenever we encounter these issues, we have to fix it. Okay. The second one was like even though we were able to deploy this application in the bank's environment, we faced issues or challenges in user login, because this was due to the compatibility issue at the Java layer. So we came up with the solution like we have to introduce additional code to circumvent this G and IL lookup issues, and we need to deprecate some of the Java function issues. So this additional code has to be added or invoked at the all points or whenever the failure was triggered. This was like a rigorous, repetitive exercise to find all such points and apply the code changes. So these are the challenges which we faced at the the Java layer or the middleware level and at the application level.
And how did the team solution came to?
Yes. So we have our experts, who is there in this call, Mr. Vaibhav and Mr. Jitendra. Okay. So they can give you how they have come up with the solutions. Okay.
Jitendra, can you brief us about how you came up with the solution for the challenges?
Hi team. Thank you for this opportunity. Yes.
You are on mute, Jitendra. Jitendra, you are on mute.
Sorry. I think I was speaking.
Yeah. Can you repeat? Can you repeat what you have said, please?
Hi. This is Jitendra. I think most of the people know about me. So I have been working at JMR since 2015 and have supported multiple banks for the new development and FCB implementation support.
So you are based out of where? Which city?
Chennai.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So my current role. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Please tell me about the solution in very brief.
Yes. So as Jayant is mentioned, so when we started this project, the main problem what we faced is so we don't have source code. So actually, at the same time we don't know when we are updating from JDK 1.7 is very old version, so now no one is using. So when we are upgrading from JDK 1.7 to 1.8, lot of methods got duplicated. So there is no support. So first of all, the login page also is not open at all. So when we started, and maybe we went for the lot of debug and analyzing the code level. Then, as Jayant is mentioned, we have reverse engineered the ER file to convert as a Java class file to Java code. Then we started apply some changes on top of it. So we found around, I think, 50-60 Java classes. We found that we have some problem in the code level. So we have changed altogether with the latest code, and we have upgraded successfully with all together compatible with JDK 1.8 as per the bank expectation. When we are deploying this, I think they have requested us to deploy that from older WebLogic to new WebLogic as well. So there also we face some more problems with the manifesto MF file, some dependencies on the jars internally. So some of the jars is not supported to deploy in as per the WebLogic expectation, 14.c expectation architecture. Why? Because the architecture of WebLogic 10 and architecture of 14 got changed actually. So because of that dependency, most of the dependencies got failed. So we come up with to rewrite in the jar files also. As we know, FCU-based property file is very important to take all the paths and other things. But even that is also not picked up in the initial status. So then we have changed that to places, and accordingly we have changed that in the Java code as well. So where we have to pick that file, and those all the changes we made, and finally we got the success. When we are deploying the EJB files also, as Jayant is mentioned, so the JNDL lookup is lower version of WebLogic is different, and higher version of WebLogic will be in the different path. So we have identified around another 30 to 40 files in the EGB level to change it, the code. Then we have written our own method as well to create that JNDL lookups to compatible with the latest WebLogic versions and JDK 1.8 compatibility. Apart after we released that one into the production, I think I remember I worked with Vaibhav. I think we faced two more major issues that raised by the bank. Is one is that EOD batches is not running. The another one is the SFMS conversion. I think we are giving one algorithm to encrypt the message to send to the third party gateway. That two plots failed. Then we have identified that related issues as well, that UOD branches, that scheduler is not at all running due to that compatibility is the lower versions. So then we have debugged most of the files. We have changed that UOD branches as well, the branches paths as well, and other codes. Then it is started working. Especially for this SFMS gateway not accepted, that is a major issue that raised by the bank. The main problem is I think they are having the older version of ER as well as older version of JDK, but unfortunately that bouncy cache they have used for to convert and apply the algorithm to encrypt their messages for their RTGS services and other things. But that jar is not supported with the latest JDK 1.8. Then we have identified that latest bouncy cache slip jars we have involved into the ER, and when we involved that, lot of methods whatever they have used in the older ER file, it's got deprecated. So, and we have rewrote the total code, I can say, for the SFMS gateway satisfaction. So we have released that successfully, and thanks for Vaibhav to support on that. Whenever we ask why, because SFMS system is not set up in internally to check and fix something. So when we went this far, almost all is assumption. So we can apply this algorithm, what is going to become. So for that time, we have to deploy that when we wrote something, and we have to ask the Vaibhav to deploy into that UAT server from the bank side. Why? Because the SFMS gateway is set up there only. So Vaibhav is supported in all the ways. So we have finally we fixed that major issue as well. Then I think some certificate issues also we faced, that is sorted by Vaibhav in the later stage. So that is the we will overcome for this one. I think that is thanks for the team. I can say only final word, because of JMR expertise and because of our hard work of team members only, we achieved this project. Otherwise, when we started this project, there is no clue what unexpected errors is. Why? Because when we are going for the technical upgrade, then we are using that very old files code. Maybe we cannot predict in the starting stage what problems we are going to face. But we have overcome all the issues and we sorted out. Because of that, we are in this stage. Thanks, and really thanks to my team as well as the support of all the things. Thank you.
Okay. So, Vaibhav, can you put some light on the challenges and how you think the team has, worked hand in hand and supported each other to get on the solutions?
Yeah, good day everyone. So myself, Vaibhav Patil. So I was working as a part of supporting the implementation of this tech stack upgrade. So like most of the application already Jitendra has worked upon and he has bring up the system. My major role was in this to bring up and make integration of third-party applications that were integrating with the core banking system. So as there was, didn't had any sources of FlexCube and that are available, and bank had multiple interfaces to integrate with the core banking system of FlexCube. So and that were already integrated using old piece of code which was deprecated because of upgrade. So we worked upon all those functionalities and we worked with vendor to check how they are integrating based upon whether there are any separate modules they can be integrated with CBS upon this new version or tech stack that we are upgrading to. But a few modules we were able to upgrade and few we faced a lot of challenges because they were encryption logics which Jitendra mentioned. So there were some certification that were given by some central authority which were not getting accepted. So that where because of a new WebLogic version, and also that code, it was made to be changed, and it was made compatible with the latest version, which I think in current day no one is supporting. So we went a foot ahead and we did all customizations in whatever layer that is possible without integrating with the base functionality of FlexCube, and we did that integration with the system. So there were almost 10 of the integrations with the third-party system that we have integrated with FlexCube. So thanks all of the team members who have supported. Yeah.
Bharat, hi. Can you throw some light on your roles and responsibilities, and what do you think has led to the successful implementation of it?
Thank you, Devasruti. Actually, I was working since 2019 in JMR. Almost 5 years got completed till December.
So you must have got that appreciation thingy from
Yes.
JMR.
Yes.
How are you liking it? Are you working remotely?
Yes.
From which city?
Bangalore only.
Bangalore, but it's a hybrid
Yes.
you are working, right?
Yes.
Okay. Nice.
And I'm supporting project supporting us from Jayant and our infra heads. Thanks to everyone. And while building the database and data guard, these two I have done from the initial. So while building the database, I have two major issues I got resolved, which is it is in very slowness for application side, very slowness from the database side, very slowness which is replica of the data in data guard side. So we have rectified layer to layer on database side, where is it is, and WebLogic side and network side. So finally we have introduced we have tell them to client, sorry, this is bandwidth was very slow, so that while application also getting slowness, so we can increase the bandwidth, so that each and every module like database layer and WebLogic layer and application layer, it got successfully performance. So we have informed that they got some approvals, and then they have increased the bandwidth size. Then that issue got resolved, one of things. And the second was, while building the data guard, it's not replicating the data from production. Why? Because the data guard will be placed in another server. It is in not sync with production at network layer. So we have tell them to, if any the production and DR which is required, same port type is required. So we have explained everything, and have some information from senior tech leads, network tech leads. So I have informed everything to client. They have given a chance to implement everything. Finally, that got successful, everything prod and DR. This is from my end, and thank you Jayant and Vaibhav also. I have more things learned from FlexCube as well, as I am infra side.
Very nice. Okay. So Jayant, do you want to give any closure remark for the team? And
yes.
then we will close this video.
So there are a couple of things which made this project very successful. When we were actually nearing to the completion of the project, we planned very extensively. Planning was proper. Basically, the checklist which Vaibhav prepared from the JMR side, from the bank side, and from the infra side, what are all the steps we need to perform, like the deployments, then bring up servers. So these are the extensively planned, and preparation were undertaken during the course of the project to ensure the smooth transition, and also with the minimal downtime to migrate the servers, to migrate the production environment. Okay, and one more important thing is the collaboration and the teamwork, which led to the successful execution of this project. Who has taken, all the individual team members had taken up their own the task, and though we worked remotely, we were actually in sync with each and every other team members. And if any issue arises in any of their application layer or the infra layer, which we have been informed at the timely manner, and ensure that we resolved in time. So though we worked remotely, we were like actually working as a team together And yeah, this is the closing statement.
How do you think this overall solution which we have provided has helped bank in business growth? And if there is any particular feedback from their side?
Yes. So basically, bank was using a very legacy hardware. So every time their production used to go down. So this was like a complete fresh project. Like they have brought a new hardware. On top of that, we have to implement this technical update project on new OS version with the latest WebLogic and the database. So which help them in smooth transitions. Overall system enhance its overall system performance, increasing their processing power and storage capacity, and also better resource management and scalability in their in their system, and it also improved the system efficiency and the performance. Okay. And on top of that, the basic baseline was to bank was looking for upgradation, and it was in line with the business, and now the system is stable and it's going smooth.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
So they plan to work with us again in future, I guess.
Yes, yes.
Wonderful. Thank you, everyone.